What's up? This is Jeff, BT's Rap City, and I'm shouting out Neo Soul. If you don't know, now you know. It's spoken word, it's hip-hop without the music, it's people breaking it down, it's them using intellect, it's powerful. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Neo Soul, I'm out.
Hi everybody, my name is Starr. I am somewhat known as The Nakedness of a Poet. Those were two books that I published. I have been doing poetry for about 10 years, and I can't say what my style is. It's just the words just come and it just flowed out. I remember years ago somebody told me that they were shocked that I had a sound already and I didn't know what they meant, and it's just, that's what comes out and that's how it comes out. I didn't try to be like anybody. I didn't see anybody and take on their form. It was just how the words came out. I believe in telling the truth in the poetry. I believe in, if you have something to say, if you have a strong voice and people can hear you, you should always say something worth hearing, something that will help the people, not just a whole bunch of foolishness. I've been gone for about 7 years, and basically just raising my children. I have 4 now. I just had twins 11 months ago, and so I do plan on coming back because I hear that the positivity is needed. I'm not out there, so I can't judge what's going on, so I'm not gonna put anybody down. But I feel, like I said, if you're gonna say something that's gonna help our people. Don't talk about the bling bling and what you can do in bed and stuff, because nobody needs to know that. But I do plan on coming back, and I hope that I will be accepted. Poetry, I love poetry. It's just, and I guess what I think poetry is just what's coming from your heart. I don't think that, I guess there's a poet in everybody, because it's just about expression. And I don't feel that you can compete with my expression, because it's my expression. I don't feel like as poets we can compete. You do what's real for you. You come from the heart and be who you are, and not try to be somebody else. And I feel that the people will always accept that. And I'm just looking forward to coming back. And if you want to check out a few pieces, you can visit me at myspace.com. Everybody Loves a Star with 2 R's. Shalom, y'all. I'm a little nervous. It's been a while since I've performed, so be patient with me. This piece is called My Blues, and I think a lot of women especially will be able to relate to it. Different pieces on the whole thing, but I hope y'all enjoy it. My blues ain't blue. They are grayish black bordered by scarlet. And if you get too close, one could get caught up in them. The rhythm is slow, but the mood is rapid. The people are plastic, using out of habit, loving to do you damage because their minds lack passion. All the time acting as if this were days of our lives, the soap opera. The world got too much drama, and my mama got tumors but can't afford a doctor. Surgery costs dollars, dollars gotta be earned, and the money they burn could buy me my 40 acres and an ass. Think fast. What's the sum of mass and gravitational acceleration? Wait. But I can't wait for the sun to face me tomorrow. I need it today, so I pray in soprano. I travel in retro so I can advance tenfold, because what we don't know gives them control over our souls and our conscience. The deadliest sin is sleeping with the nemesis, and the softest kiss will bring an end to this without signal. My blues range from physical to spiritual. The times are digital, shorthand dismissible, and so am I. And nobody knows how I sometimes die then resurrect, because I got birds in the nest who ain't ready to connect with the heavens yet. I'm not grossing, so I have no net, and money ain't ain't nothing but paper spray painted for effect. The love of it is the root of the wicked. My blues keep me conflicted. How do I please the Father when riding the fences? Can't serve two masters, so one is my mission. I need forgiveness for my thoughts and my decisions. I was once lost, but now I'm in vision. Can't forget the past, so I cry when reminiscing. George touched me when I was still so innocent, and Daddy left me for the villain to pillage me of my whole existence. Time gets sucked in a whirlwind, and the tick-tock, it don't stop. It just drops me where I swap places with someone I said I would never be. How could I not see the real from the fallacy? And reality is not magic, and hocus pocus will make you an addict, believing that what you see is what really happened. The grass is always greener when you can't grab it, and the closer I get, the more I see the damage. Nothing is perfect in a world filled with cuts and scratches. The system is savage, got us holding for balance, and the question is answered only after you ask it. Why? It's my rite of passage. My blues are rancid, kicking me while I'm still bandaged. Double standards, it's all good when it's to their advantage. While life sits laughing, multitasking, man against machine. The light is transmitted to give me superpowers I can't seem to manage. I am but a fraction, 1/4 woman and 3/4 madness. And as the world turns, my blues seem the blackest. One day at a time is my only tactic to making my blues mix with the yellow to give me the peace I only imagine. Snakes and dragons slither and hiss, deceiving me like Eve and Adam. And for this, I'm still paying a price, living life, stuck beneath a double-edged knife, afraid to move, but too strong to sit still. Blood spills, and what life reveals is giving anything too much of your will leave you with no purpose, worthless, faceless, nameless. Who am I? Time has been wasted, lost amongst a sea of images, and I hate it. Have you seen her as loudly playing in my mind while confused about my reflection? There's no connection to the person standing in front, and life, we want what we want, and we lose just to stunt what was never really won if you lose yourself in the process. I lost my daddy to the epidemic, and I miss him. Heroin turned a man into a figment, and when I need him most, that nigga's ghost the way he's always been. But now there's stone laying over his bones, reading in loving memory of someone once known. Didn't teach me nothing before he had to go. Just sat there dying slow while the streets watched. And I didn't know, and he didn't show that he loved me. But I have to believe that he did. 2 kids left with no father, and sperm donors don't bother loving life outside of them. My blues are dim, cause this life ain't finished. Close kin got a sickness but won't admit it. Bricks and stones may crack my bones, but words are never ending. A disease with no medicine, eating away at my senses, questioning my own relevance. Am I really as stupid as what they're telling? Why am I here? Am I worth my own skeleton? My melanin is transparent. I'm disappearing through the fabric. These verbs kill me with adjectives, and I take each blow swallowing the embarrassment. I often feel like y'all is mad at me or preparing me for future tense. The rainbow always comes after the storm has diminished, and what is joy if the pain ain't been witnessed? Who said life had a permanent manuscript? Just because they here right now don't mean they always gonna be present. My blues been here for a minute, reaping the benefit of seeing me, this shining star missing, lynching myself metaphorically, wanting to be that presence only I can be. Yo, I'm taking my colors back so I can be free. And my blues, they ain't really blue no more. They're beginning to turn green. Peace, y'all. Y'all can check me out at myspace.com. Everybody loves a Starr with 2 R's. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
What's up, Neil? So you know this is night, and you know sometimes we come with wonderful events, and then there's sometimes we want to let you guys know about the serious things at heart. And I'm in the presence of a serious, powerful woman by the name of Miss Brenda Muhammad. How you doing?
Hi, Nye.
I'm doing really well. Would you please let the people know, Neil, so who you are and what your gift is to tell us?
Well, thank you, Knight. Again, I'm Brenda Muhammad. I'm the Executive Director of the Atlanta Victim Assistance Program. I am also the founder of MOMS, which is Mothers of Murdered Sons and Daughters. And you may ask, how did I come to do that work? Actually, I lost a son who was murdered in 1989, and after that, I just rededicated my life to violence prevention and doing work so that other families would not feel the same pain. I also serve on the Atlanta Board of Education.
And you're the founder and the CEO and everything of this?
I am the executive director of the Atlanta Victim Assistance Program,
Okay.
which is a nonprofit program which provides services to victims of crimes. So we have to raise our money to support our program. We have advocates who provide immediate services to victims. Say if a woman has been raped or there is a domestic violence situation, there's a homicide, we're the behind the scenes who are there to provide services to the victims and to the family of those of victims.
Now, I know this is a serious topic. This is something you just don't touch and go on. I need you to look in the camera, give an email address, a website, all the information we can. And I also know we have a clip that we're blessed to be able to look at. So if you would give us the information, please.
Again, that's the Atlanta Victim Assistance Program, and our email address is, well, I'm going to give you the website, www.atlantava.org. Again, that's www.atlantava.org. And we are doing a red carpet premiere of the Lena Baker story on this Wednesday night at Zoo Atlanta, beginning at 6 p.m. For information, please call us at 404-588-4740. And if you are a victim of a crime, or if you know of someone who has been a victim of a crime, please call us at that same number, 404-588-4740.
People, Neil, so I need you guys to take a look at this clip right here.
You miss your wife, Mr. Arthur?
I miss a lot of things. My son giving me orders all the time. I mean, what kind of man lets his pup tell him what to do? But he is my blood, you know, and he paying his money for this service. I want to see that I gets his money's worth.
No!
Now. This ain't gonna go one or two ways. You don't think you running someplace that I can't find you?
This ain't no home brew. It's good whiskey.
You see, we gonna get on just fine.
Miss Brenda, I definitely want to say God is with you. What you're doing is definitely going to be embraced. You know, this, I know, I just want to say God bless you.
Well, thank you,
You know, I
Thank
really
you.
do, and I know
Thank
the
you.
Spirit is with you, and I pray to God I'm able to come to this, because I mean, just your essence, there's something there that I definitely want to touch on, and I pray to God the people kneel so or feel the vibe that I feel. Again, if you want to give an email address, a website, so we can definitely get more people enlightened on this.
I want to give a number for anyone that has been a victim or knows of someone who is a victim to call us at 404-588-4740. And I want to remind everyone of this premiere of the Lena Baker story, a woman, the first and only woman, African-American woman, to ever be electrocuted in the state of Georgia, who the movie will be shown as a premiere on Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock at Zoo Atlanta. This is a powerful movie about a woman who ended up killing her boss because he raped her for many, many years. But basically she was killed, she was electrocuted because she killed a white man. So and there are many Lena Bakers right now who are being physically and sexually abused. And we want to put an end to it. We don't want other Lena Bakers.
No, we don't.
So thank you so much for this
Thank
opportunity
you.
to share.
Thank you. Is this a part of your information
Yes,
right here?
this is
Can
the
we show
sales
this?
sheet for the
Okay.
movie. Ralph Wilcox is the producer of this movie. He's out of Colquitt, Georgia, but he's a former actor. He's the writer, producer, and director of this movie, and it is called The Lena Baker Story. It is a true story of an African-American woman out of Cuthbert, Georgia. This happened to her in 1945. In 6 hours, this woman was tried, convicted, and electrocuted. The first and the only woman to be electrocuted in the state of Georgia.
They have some of that information on the web.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And if you want to see a trailer of this, you can go to www.thelenabakerstorytrailer.com.
You guys, this is Neo Soul. Definitely get in touch with Miss Brenda Muhammad. If you want to be touched, you know what to do. We gave you the information. This is Night, Neo Soul Spoken Word Variety Show. See you when I look at you. Peace and blessings. Hello, Miss Arnold. I'm Night. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Night.
Nice.
Yes, it is
Beautiful
a privilege to you.
name.
Look regal also.
I like that name.
Thank you, and we love you. You
Thank
look
you.
regal.
Thank
How you
you.
feeling right now?
I feel wonderful. I'm happy to be in Atlanta again. I haven't been in Atlanta in a long time, so Hotlanta is always a nice place to be. And I'm excited to be a part of a positive project such as this.
You're definitely doing your thing.
Thank you.
Excited about tonight?
I am. I mean, I never watch my work.
You are inspirational.
I'm too critical of myself, but I think the most exciting part about this evening for me is the fact that this is a film that is done by an African American film company and put out there by African American film company, and we don't have many. So that means a lot. So it takes me lending my support, and if others can follow suit, then by all means. So I like to be a person to set an example and set a certain level
are an
of
example.
Thank you.
It's amazing to see you've gone from soap opera to right now.
Oh, God has blessed me.
The image that you portray.
This one's for my daughter. It's called November 1995. It goes like this. To see fathers with their kids is rare. Some people say they're scared, but it could be the love in their heart they never knew was there. How can somebody so small care for me, even though she was born irresponsibly? You see, this could possibly be the greatest beginning I'll ever see. So I'll protect her from the jeopardy respectfully. She was born a healthy 7 pounds and 7 ounces. I used to put her to sleep with back rubs and leg bounces. When hungry, she announced with cries and waving arms and swift kicks from her 8-inch thighs. She was too young for tears in her eyes. That was only part of the reason why I, the daddy of my newborn other side, struggled and strive to keep my baby alive. To think her mother could have possibly died, all because I wanted some pie back in November 1995, and my God had to be watching. Cause back then I was about dollar clocking and boot knocking and hydraulicing and pilots and graduating with honors alongside doctors and scholars. The last thing on my mind, I was outside puffing on a dime, listening to the tracks I designed. On lockdown with just a taste of that Tupac sound to get me wired up, so bruh, fired up became the everyday slang. And I once blamed my shorty for not having opportunities to hang, but I know that's a shame, but things soon change and I'll never be the same. Cause in retrospect I have no regrets for having my new intellect. I don't mind getting wet through the storms of fatherhood, cause it's all good when my everyday reminder finds the kinder side of my spirit. If I need to know if I'm loved, she lets me hear it. It's true that rain can turn back to clear skies. They were in her eyes when she came upon us in the middle of August. 9 months following, November 1995. Peace on that one, y'all. Word up. Ace Axiom over here on the strings.
Man, he's stringing it up. I'm telling you, that's just beautiful. This is Neo Soul Spoken Word Variety Show. I want to get some of that. We can do the give me some love in the mix, you know.
Stafford Bailey, what's up, Mr. Bailey? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Enjoying the festival.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Certainly. So, what is your whole purpose of being here at the ABFF?
We got a documentary. It's called Blacks Without Borders: Chasing the American Dream in South Africa.
Does black people really have borders? I mean, black people are the only cultural folk that can do anything.
You would think so. But, you know, they have a tendency to want to put us in a box and put us in certain categories. And we show a group of African Americans that, you know, they're not falling for that.
Exactly. We call that swagger. Yeah. And if you're black, you better know what that means. And if you're not, ask a black person. They'll tell you. Right?
Right. It's right.
So what you got going on in the film festival?
Okay, with this Blacks Without Borders came about when we were. It's a documentary. It's we just started looking at it, like 4 to 5 million 4 to 5 million people come to America every year. You know, looking for a better life, looking for the pot of gold. And, you know, America is considered the land of opportunity. But we started noticing a small but significant trend of African Americans were leaving. And we found the largest majority of them were going to South Africa. So it intrigued us, you know, because all the negative stuff you see about Africa on the mainstream media. So we went down there and we ran into a couple of these guys, and we found out the reason why they were going. They're doing phenomenal things down there. I mean, unbelievable things down there. And there. I like to say South Africa is a third world country with a first world infrastructure. It's not like you thought. I mean, you look at stuff, you crawl out of there and look at places in South Africa, you might think you're in Miami or Los Angeles or
Beautiful.
You know, San Francisco. It's not the way it's always depicted.
Well, I know that Africa is probably one of the, if not the richest countries, period.
Yeah, exactly. Especially South Africa. There's a joke they say, and that's why, you know, apartheid. When the white people didn't want people to know about it because they didn't want to see. They consider it Eden, and it is. I mean, you just throw stuff down, it just grows.
Right.
What you're going to see today is what most tourists don't see.
I just don't want to leave the impression that you can come here, put a stake in the ground, and everything's going to be okay.
The first thing they told me was, you can't be a diamond trader.
I've seen brothers and sisters come down here with bad attitudes.
The divorce rate went up significantly when they moved here.
The South Africans have only been in charge of their destiny for the last 10 years, so there's a lot of suspicion.
You can make a lot of money in Africa.
In the last 4 years, particularly the black comedy industry has grown over 2,000%.
We are the fastest growing satellite company in Africa.
We did not conceive that we would be on the back end of a $1 billion transaction.
All the way to the top of that hill, all the way down to the other end. I've got over $30 million invested in South Africa.
I'm a capitalist. I'm truly here for the purpose of making a good business. Anybody that comes here for, you know, in business for any other reason, one would have to question what they're here for.
The quality of life here is very high. You've probably seen some of the homes that people live in here. They're nice, aren't they?
I grew up in the projects, so I figured if I'm gonna live in Africa, I ain't gonna live in the projects.
I feel more comfortable in South Africa than I ever have in the U.S. You are a person here. You know, you don't have to apologize for being black like you do in America.
Here, the fact that I was black actually helped me. They looked at my resume and they said, wow, you know, this girl has done something.
I was sitting down having lunch with Mandela, and I didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of then. But I was sitting down having dialogue with the president of the country.
The women are beautiful. If you want to go out for a drink, you want to party, all those opportunities are available here.
You want to say hi? It's interesting when you look at your life and you say, well, I'm an American, I've been lived most of my life in America, born and raised, that you relate the happiest moments of your life in another country.
What was it like for you, that whole experience of being on African soil?
It was probably the most incredible experience I had in my life. Just to go there and see so many black people doing incredible things. I mean, wherever you look, there's black people doing things. And they're really doing it.
They're really doing it there.
Yeah, they're really doing it. As a matter of fact, in South Africa, you know, because apartheid's 11 years, the middle class in South Africa is growing, and I'm talking about the black middle class, is growing so fast that it's hard to keep up with housing for them. You know, and just that the whole vibe, and they really, I mean, they love Americans, they love African Americans, because what we went through with slavery in the 60s and stuff, and to their eyes, we've reached the goals that they're trying to get, so they consider us, you know, like something to look up to. So it was really good, and they really accept you. You know, they don't know you from, you know, Adams, but just like, you know, hey, you know. Okay, one of the things I wanted to bring out in this film was to show people another side of Africa. You know, we see so much of the doom and gloom about Africa, but that does exist, but that's not all of it. I mean, we have a section in our film where we tour these guys' homes. I mean, it's from 11,000 square foot home. It sits in the hills that overlooks the Indian Ocean, to a 35,000 square foot home. It sits on 600 acres. I mean, these African Americans are doing extremely well, and, you know. So I really wanted to bring that out because it's a beautiful country and it's not all negative.
And it's South Africa.
This is South Africa, yes.
Awesome.
And then the opportunities for African Americans there are tremendous. They want African Americans to come there. They have a focus group. Actually, on that DVD, when it comes out next week, it has a contact list. You know, they want more and more African Americans to come there because it help grow the economy.
Awesome.
You know, because the experience they have. Because let's face it, they've been in apartheid for so long. It's going to take them a while to catch up to
transition.
To education wise.
Right.
You know.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Hello, my name is Stafford Bailey. What's up, Neil? So, Atlanta, still hot, huh?
All right.
My name is Nkansa Casterlow. I'm the author of Plan B, C, and D, the men women choose when they don't have what they really want. This book was released in 2006. This poem is entitled Fixed, from the chapter Needs and Wants. And this poem reads, "Constantly I hear the cry, a shortage of good men. And while this statement does have truth, let's look at it again. What's good for one may not be what another searches for. The expectations of each one determines how we score. In my view, some ladies see what they've been groomed to see. Society, even their past, gives them their view of me. So many guys, just like me, who treat a lady right, miss the picture in their head, no option in their sight. There are needs that you should fill, no compromise in that. But some are fixed on shallow things, and this is why they lack. Fixed on a man with pockets deep, one that's hard, thuggish. They don't appreciate the rest until they get their wish. Sometimes, though, it's how they're fixed. They don't mind the abuse. A guy with cash can put them last because they just serve a use. Some are fixed as players who will charm and thrill you too. You can be a lady's prize, but one man just won't do. And for thug love, the risk is cool that you could kiss his hand. Because for someone to treat you good, you don't respect that man. Maybe it's the curse of Eve or groomed by Satan's tricks. But think of this when you complain. Could it be you've been fixed? This poem talks about some of the challenges that people find in dating, and sometimes they find it difficult to find a good partner, and sometimes it's about the priorities that we choose. Fixed.
What's up, y'all? This your girl, B. Houston.
And I'm your girl, CC Kruver.
And we're here with tonight's edition of Who's Crushing with Neo Soul, coming to you live and in living color, baby. Please believe it. And tonight we have a very special guest, and I'm gonna just let her introduce herself because she just got it like that. So we're gonna go on and give her the mic so she can let y'all know who she is and why she here. All right now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lady Storem, Sharon Akers, director, writer, and producer.
Okay, Miss Sharon Akers, Lady Storm. What is our relation?
Well, I met Bianca, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And I casted her for my play, I Loved My Man More Than God. She plays Tracy Palmer, and she's also my assistant director.
Okay, and I just had to put that out there, just a little sidebar thing, because if it wasn't for Lady Storm, I wouldn't be involved in a lot of the things that I'm involved in now, because she gave me a chance, and now I've been getting a lot of projects thanks to her. But I'm going to go ahead and let her explain some more about the present production that she's doing and about some other upcoming projects that she has.
Okay, right now I'm working on a short film. It's called For the Love of Money. Also, I'm working on another short film. I don't have a title for it yet, but soon I will. And writing another stage play called Somebody Prayed For Me. So that's in the making, and just keeping it real and doing my thing and trying to make it.
Okay.
So, being that you're from Lynette, Alabama, and I know you have gospel roots,
Yes.
what is your favorite gospel song currently?
If you want to know where I'm going, soon I'm going up beyond. That's my favorite song.
Woo! It's mine too now.
All right, y'all. Testimony, praise Jesus.
Jermaine Hawkins.
Okay. And I'm going to also let y'all know, she probably ain't going to tell y'all that she used to be a rapper back in her heyday. I ain't going to say you want to spit a couple bars for us from back in the day.
Well,
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Bring it on out. You on your soul now, baby. Who's crushing? So you got to crush.
I got to crush it.
You got to crush.
You going to put me on the spot like that?
I'm putting you on the spot, baby.
Now,
Let's
she's
go.
a rapper too now. She's a rapper too. Now, she can spit for real. She told me.
We
She's a
talking
rapper,
about
too.
Sharon here. So, Sharon, go ahead and give us a little something right quick. You know you want to.
Lady Storm coming at ya like a hurricane, flowing with the flavor that's going through my brain. And I'm coming at ya kind of laid back. I make the people say, oh man, who is that? I'm Lady Storm, got it going on, coming like a rage on stage. I was born. That's it.
All right. We gonna get it going up in here. This is how we do, live and in living color.
Welcome to the presentation of I Loved My Man More Than God. This gospel comedy stage play tells the story about Nicole Gray, who's a Christian that fell in love with a man that's married, abusive, and keeping her from church. Let's begin. She meets him in church.
The Lord is my shepherd. Hey, excuse me.
Yes.
She moves him in.
I'm gonna propose to her. Yeah, man. Look, I know it's soon. I need to lock it in until I can train her driving. You feel me, dog? Yeah, man, my daddy always said, man, if you want a good one, get her from the church. That's what I'm talking about.
She gets engaged.
Hello, Vanessa?
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Guess what?
What?
I have something to tell you. I'm engaged!
To who?
And that's when the drama begins.
Oh, she would never leave, baby.
He's cheating, girl. I told you your fiance cheating on you.
He ain't never took me to places like this. Red Lobster. All I get is a stinking Applebee's or Burger King, and he gets mad when I ask for cheese on my Whopper.
What?
Yes.
You need to call Sheila's big quickness. Yeah. See, I told you last week. I seen him at the club. You know I saw him there. Girl, he was leaning with it and rocking with it. And it wasn't with you.
Gino to the rescue.
Gino.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Gino, you look great.
The devil gotta go.
Where is the devil? Show your face, devil! Come here! Who
angry woman with a bat.
That's cool, like you got the time when you talk about the whole thing. I mean, what's up with that back home? What's up with that, man?
Dre, you have one of two choices in this situation. You either gonna sit right here, or you gonna end up out in that fifth row. Your choice. I advise that you choose correctly.
I guess I'm gonna sit there.
You guess?
But if you start acting crazy, I'll tell you, I'm gonna come with this.
Shut up, Dre! Shut up! I'm waiting on you hand and foot!
Spiritual dignity.
My God is a jealous God! And I put you and our relationship before my God, Dre!
Trey is jealous, Trey too, man.
But you know what, Dre? Look at me when I'm talking to you! I need you to tell me why men like you take good women like me and you dogs, Dre. Why?
Storm and Son Entertainment.
Before we go, I need y'all to know that I am truly sorry and that I will never, ever love a man more than my God. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus, for your mercy.
Sponsors and investors are needed for this production. To book this play at your church or event, call 678-268-7859. Written and directed by Sharon Ladee Storm Akers.
Lady Storm, let us know what else you be doing. I mean, you into so much stuff. I mean, dang.
Well, I know March the 28th, I'll be a judge for the America's Next Top Model for Tyra Banks in Alabama. Okay. I'll be doing that. Just staying busy, staying in the game, keeping it real, networking and meeting people. So just doing my thing.
You're going to be a judge.
Yeah, it's going to be a judge. So all you models, come on out. It's going to be in Valley, Alabama.
Valley, Alabama.
Yeah, Valley, Alabama.
Well, I might just meet you there.
Okay. That's a good thing.
So while we're talking about all this, tell us a little bit more about your inspiration, what got you started writing, and where do you see yourself going with all of this?
Well, I started off singing in church, writing songs. Gospel is my roots. So when I start hearing rap music, I start saying I can do that. I can write that. So I started writing and doing shows, been in groups and things like that. But when you get older, you start doing different things. So I started writing. Tyler Perry came out doing the plays, gospel plays. So I said I can do that. So hey, I started doing that. I've been in a lot of movies. I was in Medea, Family Reunion. I was in Mississippi Burning. Several movies as an extra and feature extra. Did a lot of stand-in work. So I worked in radio for 3 years for Radio 1. Did production and promotions. So I'm always in the backdrop doing something because networking is the key. It's all about who you know. So I truly believe in that.
And I'm gonna just say something real quick because every time we see Lady Storm out and about, she has some freaky deaky hairdos. What is up with this hair, Lady Storm?
I call all my hairstyles Storm 5000 because I'm way ahead of time. But it also goes out to my hairstylist, Maury Billisley. What's up, Smiley, and Motivations off of Camilton Road and Delow. Also, I only let 3 people do my hair. Smiley, Toby the King, and Camille Terrell. Those are only 3. So shouts out to them. And what's up, Motivations?
So do you have any advice for anyone trying to get into the industry?
Yes, I have advice. Don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep God first. Pray a lot. Definitely pray a lot. And just keep God first. That's the main thing. And stay around positive people.
Amen.
Amen to that. Do you think that God has got you to where you are now? And do you think that it is going to take you further, just like Tyler Perry or someone?
I really believe God is going to really use me. He's been working with me. I'm working on an album, inspirational album, writing songs. Definitely writing songs for a lot of gospel artists too, like Mary and a lot of people that I really, really like in the gospel industry. I think it's going to happen. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to give up. It's going to happen. You know, I've been praying a lot, and it's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's really hard. I mean, I'm telling you, when you don't have that type of money, that type of budget, it's really, really hard. So I got to keep it moving. I will.
And let me say, I just want to put a plug out there for Lady Storm, because like I said, she put me on. I give her so many props, so many props. And we have struggled. And like she said, you can't give up, because there will be doors that will be closed. And you got to just keep on knocking on other doors until a door opens for you. And I just thank Lady Storm. And I know she's going to do great things. I know she is doing great things. And I just want y'all to look out for her, because she's coming for you. Please believe it. She about to take over the industry, and I'm going to be right there with her. Don't get it twisted. I ain't going nowhere. But with all that being said, I want her to let y'all know, where can they find you, baby?
Okay, you can go to my MySpace page, myspace.com/Lady Storm. I spell it LADEESTOREM. And also my email address is storm, STORM 500037@hotmail.com. So I'm always looking for headshots, bios, actors and actresses all the time.
Y'all better send them in. Y'all heard it.
I might be sending mine in.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and wrap out the show. We want to definitely thank you for coming by and hanging out with us and busting that flow from back in the day. Hey.
Hey, listen. Look at this brother right here. I'm back with the one and only playwright, author, Mr. B.R. Burns. How you doing today, man?
I'm great, man. I appreciate y'all having me on Neo Soul. I like that.
That's
like
right.
That.
That's
At
right.
Wagfest with my people.
You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you before we get to the interview, he gonna laugh at me. Tracy, can we get a shot at those shoes, boy? I'm gonna start. Look at those shoes, man. B.R. Burns, put the book on it. Brush that shoulder down.
Still promoting.
Still promoting. Okay, hey, listen, man. I see you back with another blessing. Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's my novel. It's about finding your passion, getting rid of all the negative people that stand in your way, and living your dream.
Okay.
Now, you know, it's a lot of negative people.
Man.
People will tell you what you cannot do.
Yes, sir.
That's why you can't share your dreams with everybody.
That's right.
You can't share your vision with everybody.
No.
They will have you questioning whether or not you can do it.
Right.
I don't do it. Living your dream is easier said than done, but it can be done.
It can be
the
done.
subtitle, actions speak louder than words.
Okay, so when you sat down and you wrote that book, what are some of the experiences that you personally went through that say, hey man, you know, I got to put this in the books and share my story so a lot of other people out there won't be affected by it. What was the process? Give us some feedback on that.
True story. The reason why I wrote the book is because when I first started, I started as a spoken word artist.
Oh, okay.
And so I quit my job, recorded a poetry CD, The Sister Factor, copped that.
Okay.
Recorded a CD, The Sister Factor, quit my job, and told one of my good friends that I thought was one of my good friends that I was going to quit my job, go from city to city selling my poetry CDs. He told me, don't nobody know you.
Right.
He said, I would not do that if I were you. I said, well, you're not me.
Okay.
So I want to share that experience. I quit my job, hit the road, haven't looked back.
Wow.
And now all these years later, 3 poetry CDs later,
wow.
a book later,
wow.
a radio show later,
wow.
a one-man show sold out in New York later.
Okay.
He's in the front row of everything that I do. And he tells me all the time, I'm so glad you didn't listen to me. I said, I am too.
Right.
You can't listen to everybody. And so I want to share that experience in this book. Easier said than done.
Right.
It's about a group of friends, and one of them wants to step out on faith and follow his dream. And his friends, those that support him and those that don't.
That's right.
You have to decide, do I let you go?
That's right.
Okay, we've been in this relationship for 3 years. Do I let you go? Because you don't support what I'm doing.
Right.
It's easier said than done.
Well, you know, as a friend too, when you're looking for positive feedback, that is not the great thing you want to hear from a friend.
You're right. And I tell people this all the time. You got to surround yourself with people that speak to the higher part of you. People that see you through God's eyes. Because God sees you not for who you are, but who you have the power to become.
That's right.
And you have to surround yourself with people like that. People that's going to tell you can.
Yes.
You are.
Positive
you will.
reinforcement. Positive
You have to.
reinforcement.
I call them my dream team.
My dream team?
My dream team. I got a dream team.
Hey, you know what? I got some issues, man.
Okay, everybody got issues.
But you got a show, especially designed. That's right. And tell everybody about that show,
The
bro.
B.R. Burns Show. Everybody has issues. I don't care who you are, what you do, you have issues. And in the opening, I say, this show is for everybody. We got the artist, the entrepreneur, the ordinary, the extraordinary, the plain folk, the celebrity, my neighbors over there across the street. Everybody has issues.
Church. Okay. You know, if I was watching that, right?
Yes, sir.
And everybody is always saying, you know, what they dreams are to their friends. And no matter, you even see it on TV. Oh, man, you can't do that. And it's like, why would you shoot someone down like that?
Dream killers. Dream killers and dream stealers. I heard Venus and Serena say this. There are dream killers and dream stealers. People will kill your dream or steal your dream.
That's right.
That's why you got to have a dream team.
That's right. And you got to have that positive reinforcement, that support team.
Yes, sir.
Let everybody know what else you got coming up, what's fresh and new, where they can find you, where they can get that motivation, where they can get that energy that you bring in, and how can, and tell everybody how to surround themselves with their dream team.
Okay, first thing, go to my website, www.brburns.com. That's BRBURNS.com, or go to 1millionbooksacrossamerica.com. I gotta say this first.
Yes, sir.
Okay, when I wrote my book, I didn't just want to have a book out there.
Okay.
I made it a mission that I'm going to sell 1 million books across America. Now I know what you're thinking, because everybody's thinking that. Is he crazy?
No, I am not a dream killer. I'm not a dream killer.
I'm not crazy, but I'm determined, because I look at it like this. The same energy that I put into selling one book,
yes, sir,
is the same energy that I have to put in to sell a million.
Church.
1 million books across America.com. Go check it out. And I call the people that sign up on my website believers, because you have to believe and you have to associate with other believers.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I can hear the spoken word coming out of you in your interview.
It's there.
Do you still do your spoken word?
Yes, sir. Every chance I get, if they let me. If they let me.
What venues have you done your spoken word in?
Man, I've you know what? It's so funny. I've traveled everywhere, from East Coast to West Coast and all points in between. You name it, I've performed there.
Okay.
I've even performed it on the street corners of New York in rush hour. I did it at the airport, grocery store, you name it, I've been doing it.
Okay, listen. I'm from New York. We in New York right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm putting Mr. Burns on the spot. Here he is, spoken word, B.R. Burns. Give us a taste, baby. Give us a taste.
I was sitting at my desk one day, just bored out of my mind, thinking to myself, I'm going to follow my dream one day. I'm just waiting on the perfect time. Well, if I was waiting on the perfect time, I would still be waiting, because any dream worth following is a chance worth taking. So I quit my job, got together all the monies that I could get, recorded a CD, wrote a book, hit the road, and I haven't looked back yet. If whatever you're doing now, you wouldn't do it for free, then guess what? You're not where you need to be. If you want to escape your 9 to 5 and pursue your passion, then here's a little advice in order to help make that happen. Whatever it takes to get it done, you got to do it. Plan your work, work your plan, and put your mind to it. You need to turn the television off and pick up a book or two. Having a dream will do you no good if you don't know what to do. The next thing you need to do is change your circle of friends. Wait a minute, let me say that part again. You need to change the people that you hang around with, because above average people can't hang around average people. You'll never get what you need to get. Real friends will not tell you what you cannot do. Real friends will ask, what can I do to assist you? BRBurns.com.
Hold up. I don't even know how to hold this thing no more. He done set this thing on fire, boy. Hands sweating. Listen, man, I tell you, man, you just bring such a great element about you.
I appreciate
you. You got this glow about you, and bro, you just got me feeling good right now. Let everybody know, you know, there's that guy out there that needs some uplifting. Just what one thing that B.R. Burns stand for, how he views life. Tell it to the world.
Step out on faith. Step out on faith, and God will lead the way. Plan, prepare, and by all means, you gotta pray.
That's right. Poor preparation brings about poor performance.
Yes, sir. Talk about it.
That's right. God is first. God is good.
Talk about it.
Hey, B.R. Burns, Sean Price, Neo Show. Can we get one more look at those shoes, though?
Still promoting.
Still promoting. Here we go. Show 'em. There we go.
Go to brburns.com. 1 million books across America.com and get you a copy of my book, Easier Said Than Done. Check out my radio show, The B.R. Burns Show. Yes, I'm live streaming. Go to www.blogtalkradio.com/everybody has issues. Y'all know y'all got some issues. Y'all got issues.
Get rid of the haterade. Get rid of the haterade. God bless. One love. Sean Price, B.R. Burns, Neo Soul Wagfest 2009. Been a pleasure, brother. Been a pleasure. Much love. God bless.
Do you remember before the doctors had agendas and your mind wasn't so tender, or from the psychotherapy? Little girls, now corporations, your daddy professionals, is your mama. Corporations, your daddy professionals, is your mama. Corporations, your daddy professionals, is your mama. No, I'm not bad at it, just my dreams were plundered when I seen mama as a baby slumbered, operate and tinker with their brain, using the state of trauma as a safe and bomber to make them think they insane. Now life is honored through psychodrama that some psychiatrists frame, crossing vain claims with the brain game. It's the campaign that's ingrained. A covert bamboozle was copped for the nipple. An expert's approval replaces the popsicle. Crackpots and cripples outcrop from the ripple of psychotic dribble that boxes the fickle. Before auto-suggestions and healing sessions, we dealt with our fears and doubts. Now we sound like adolescents in our everyday expressions that have spent their formative years on the couch. My psychologist says I'm fat because an empty childhood stimulates my hunger. Because corporations, your daddy professionals, is your mama. Corporations, your daddy professionals, is your mama. My therapist said my failure to go to the high school prom is the source of my moods of somber. Because corporations, your daddy professionals, is your mama. Corporations, your daddy professionals, is your mama. Frustration from flawed acts, sadness, temptation, and small spats. They've made us patients to all that. They've made us patients to all that. We were raised on the raw stats and the theories based on so-called facts. From my observation, they all quacks. From my observation, they all quacks. Our papa, he knocked up and paid a doctor in a negligee. I read your mama's dossier, but what is papa's resume? Well, a daddy run the earth, daddy matrix. Daddy was birthed on 1886. Big banks raised him up for the revenue without accountability for what daddy do. Now this omen is his cop out, his bonus if he opts out. Opponents on the watch out, cause he's prone to take his cock out. Honer up the lockout, the loner and the clock out. Landowning all about, so draconian we shout, it's fatal. We know it's fatal. It's fatal. We know it's fatal. When we're retardedly nursed by childless experts and father to search to file in work as toddlers versed in the mildness of words. So as a bard I exert my prowess and blur. It's fatal. We know it's fatal. It's fatal. We know it's fatal.
In other words, treat other people like you would want to be treated, and the whole world needs to hear this going, because everybody in this world needs it. I'm about to fill everybody's plate, and I expect everybody out there to try to eat it. The concept is real simple, and you can apply this directly to yourself. If you don't want nobody messing over you, then don't mess over nobody else. There's too many people in this world that's only thinking about themselves. Humans are so doggone destructive after all, and ain't gonna be nobody else out there left. You don't want nobody screaming at you, then you don't need to shout. If you don't want your girl in the streets, then you don't need to go out. If you don't want nobody spreading your business, then you need to close your big mouth. I'm about to swing in this one right now. Y'all just ain't gonna feel what I'm talking about. And I hate the sound like the old I-49, 242. But it's amazing how people get pissed off when you do them what they did to you. Because then maybe my homeboy Rob would have never robbed the Robinsons, because my homeboy Rob would want to know Robinsons robbing him. And we ain't gonna ever make it in this world to lose that concept that it's me versus all of them. 10 was messing with Kim, was Preach was messing with Homeboy Slim. And it's little stuff like that that we hold on to and harp in our heart for years. You gotta relax and shake that load off, that's why God has been in tears. But there's so many people messing over the people in this world, that's why we drinking, smoking, and popping pills. We try to get blasted out our minds so we can avoid how life feels. But if everybody just do right by everybody else, you and the devil ain't got to make no deals. If you don't live with nothing else I say in this poem, love heals and hate kills. But some of y'all gonna listen to this poem, you gonna go in one ear right on out the other. You gonna go home, make you a sandwich, take you a shower, still ain't gonna let them brothers smother. You gonna agree with everything that I'm saying in this poem, you still ain't gonna call your mother. Your ex-boyfriend cheated on you 10 years ago and you still gonna hold it over that brother. And then you go wake up Sunday morning and go to church and scream amen when the preacher read that chapter. Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. I'm preaching the same thing as your local pastor. I just use words to rhyme with pit clubs and plazas because the street version seems to get your brain just a little bit faster. Just trying to speak the truth of some of these words that ain't gonna be clean. Just let me deliver this message and let out you some Irish scream. I'm just trying to get everybody on the same page so we can finally let freedom ring. It's a shame that our selfishness is more powerful than the word of Dr. King. And our hatred runs so deep we ignore the words of the supreme being. So y'all, show me no listen to me, God and Dr. King make a hell of our team. But I'm gonna finish anyway, cause that's what I was told that I was supposed to do. I hope the message got through.
Why can't you change? Why can't you change? Why can't you change? We need to change. I know. I know I need to change, y'all. I know. I know we need to change. I know that a change gon' come. I know a change gon' come. Yes it is. I know a change gon' come. You learn to do unto others. Thank
You can take it or leave it. It's a lyrical pill. Do you want it or need it to feel what is real? Just take it and know that words heal or heal. It's just a lyrical pill. Some you can't taste, but